Today's case study is on Sukhdarshan. Sukhdarshan was an Amritdhari Singh who was a complete vegetarian. He wanted to join the plan to be able to see his abs for the very first time. In today's video, we're going to break down exactly how we achieved the results. I'm going to give you the step-by-step plan we used to get him shredded over a 20-week period. My name's Arjun Rai and I'm from Team Fit Gains. I've helped thousands of Indians get rid of their 𝐕𝗱, drop that stubborn belly fat without sacrificing their favorite foods. Yes, that means you can eat roti, you can still eat your nanni's aloo wale paronte. You can find out more information and check out all the transformations below. The link is in the description. So when Sukhdarshan had joined the plan, he had already been a regular gym goer. He was lifting weights consistently and he actually built up a good amount of body strength. The one thing he was lacking was that knowledge in nutrition, understanding what he needed to eat in order to drop that body fat to show the muscles underneath. When Sukhdarshan joined the plan, he weighed 87 kilos and his body fat percentage was 26.7%. We calculated this using the US Navy method. His waist measurement was at 93 centimeters and his BMI was 25.4, slightly overweight. So the first thing we did was to sort his diet out. He's a pure vegetarian and we included foods like roti onto his plan. He also had a takeaway every Saturday with the family and his favorite go-to takeaway was a paneer tikka wrap. We also included chocolate into his plan on a daily basis. Now the way I was able to include roti, chocolates and takeaways on his plan and him still get really good results is because we understood how many calories he needed to eat on a daily basis and also how much protein. He stuck to 1,850 calories a day and his protein target was between 140 and 160 grams every day. We also used some methods like calorie cycling and also managing his calories across the day, enabling him to have some takeaways. Calorie cycling is simply a method where we have some lower calorie days, then he can have more calories, say on a Saturday, with a higher calorie meal. Also, if he was eating out on the day, we would just simply have a lighter lunch to allow him more calories in the evening. These methods work really well, and as long as you hit your total calories at the end of the week, you're going to get similar fat loss results. As I said before, Sukhdarshan was training quite regularly already, but we went with a 4-day gym plan. We focused on different muscle groups across each training session, making sure that we included the key compound lifts like bench, squats, deadlifts, and bent over rows. We also added in machine work like lat pull down, seated rows, cable flies. And then finally, we did add in some ab work. But the ab work wasn't that important for him into getting abs. Lots of people take the wrong approach and they do loads of sit-ups thinking they're gonna see their abs. You have to remember, you have your muscle and then you have the body fat on top. To bring that body fat down, that's going to be done primarily through your diet, eating the right amount of calories and being in a calorie deficit consistently for a long period of time. We also set his step target at 10,000 steps per day. He didn't need to do any more cardio than that. We didn't do any running, any fasted cardio, any incline walking on a treadmill. It was simply to hit your 10,000 steps a day and then to go to the gym 4 times a week. His results over the 20 weeks were incredible. In 5 months, he was able to drop 15.8 kilos of body fat. That's over 2 stones he's dropped in body fat. His waist measurement reduced by 21 centimeters and his body fat percentage dropped by 14.9%, almost a 15% reduction in his body fat percentage. This took him from a starting body fat of 26.7% down to 11.8%. So anything under 15% is where you start to see your abs. And as you can see with Sukhdarshan's results, his abs fully came through. Sukhdarshan was a dream client to work with. He followed the plan exactly to the T. And because he followed the plan so closely, we were still able to eat rotis and takeaways and chocolates, but he only ate the amount I was telling him to have. This is where I feel he really got good results. He did not deviate. He did not do his own thing and start making up his own meals. He basically followed our meal plan. I gave him many options for his food. I gave him enough variety and also included those foods into his plan so it didn't feel so restrictive. By doing so, he was able to stick to the plan long enough to actually get the results. 20 weeks, 5 months, he achieved his goal of getting visible abs. The next step for him would be to do a reverse diet to increase his calories from 1850 over 2,500 calories, but do it incrementally over around 6 to 8 weeks. At the end of that 8-week period, his calories will be much higher, but he will maintain a leaner look. Remember, you do not want to be in a fat loss phase forever. You want to do the fat loss phase, follow the calorie deficit, get the result, then do a reverse diet and end the plan on higher calories. This way you can maintain, stay lean whilst eating more food, and now your focus can shift to actually building some muscle and getting stronger in the gym. If you're someone that seems to be struggling with their fitness, their diet and their training, you could download my free fat loss guide. I'll put the link below. The calorie calculator in there that will calculate how many calories you need, how much protein you need. It'll also tell you your body fat percentage, and it will set you some targets and some goals along the way. It gives you a really good understanding of diet and nutrition and can help you with some example meal plans and templates with the training plans as well. Click the link below and download it.